Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crits Cast for ETF2L's Division 1 Season 36 semi-final game between Five Guys and the Czechs. My name is Lucky, and tonight I'm joined by Wiethoofd on production and Kermit as my co-cast. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good.
As pause directly after. Okay, so we have got 3 maps seeding in the picks and bans phase, which is what you get when you hit the sort of playoff stages. And tonight we will be having Gully Wash, Snake Water, and Process. So, in true prediction fashion, I like to say the best demo man wins at Gully Wash, and I think Lucas Stank is better than Mac, so I'm going to go with Czechs winning this map.
No flame to Mac, but Lucas was, I'm pretty sure, best demo in Prem, like a good couple seasons running. Like that. As long as he nails his rollouts, like the mids should just be pardon the pun, a complete wash.
Oh my god.
For the Czech team.
I can't pardon that pun. I'm gonna apologise.
Well, we've gone sort of live again in pre-game. I can't believe they had to pause that quickly into a game that the pre-game has been paused. That's you think that if it's that soon in that you just restart, just re-exec the config.
Oh yeah, but for certain, as we actually do have both teams readying up. So good luck, have fun is being written in the chat, and we are making our way into the first mid. Quick prediction from you, Kermit?
4-2 to the Czech team.
Oh, that's a solid ass prediction.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's going to be 3-1. I'm going to be fairly stalemate. But we are heading into the first mid. Crayon super fast into drop down, in fact. And Tech's taking that high ground to defend his demo man. It's going to be Nation and Tech's just barreling down on top of Geordie to make sure he can't do anything. Crayon now getting pincer maneuvered by a scout, but Lucas getting insanely low, gets taken out nice and early. But Colin here jumping in onto the medic, does find that medic frag as well. But on the other side, we have got 3 players left alive for the side of the Czechs. They have managed to get on top of the rest of these players and clean up the rest of this mid, Kermit.
That was a pretty sad looking mid, really, at the start for Lucas there. I didn't see like too much damage that, as much as I'm used to seeing, but there was like Crayon's bomb was nice, got a lot of damage, but I'm not actually sure who it was, but someone did unbelievable amounts of damage, and it wasn't Lucas because he was dead. And half of red were just like, 50% HP or less, and a pretty easy cleanup, I'd say.
Yeah, after the Colling Bomb, we sort of got a lot of splash onto the medic and the demo and all that jazz, so I think it was Colling Bomb and then Classy just following up with a bit of spam as well. But we are seeing a bit of a bust now coming from the red team. They're just going to be pushing really hard towards this choke post-pause, as we do have a soldier bombing in through Big Door in towards this medic, and they're just going to be taking this mid completely for free. No casualties, Tex gets spotted in lower as well, so that's 2 picks for the side of Five Guys, Burgers and Fries, and they're going to be making their way in towards second now as well. Looking like they're going to find another frag onto Classy, and it's all falling apart already.
Yeah, they're just going to bleed in players here. I feel like that they maybe definitely took that point just on, the fact that Lucas was not in the server. They did not. Oh no, and he dies super late in last to Geordie, who should have already been dead. Yeah, like just Lucas wasn't there. They just took the point because they weren't set up properly and couldn't be set up properly without their demo.
Yeah, pretty disrespectful.
Half dies on point.
Yeah, that's alright then.
Crayon tries to waddle in, that was bizarre. I guess he knew he saw Deggy was like all the way at spawn, but I find that debatable, just waddling in.
Yeah, just walking in, trying to get as much room as he can in the shutter probably before he got spotted. But we've got sort of a push out going. The 2 respawners are actually coming in now, so this is sort of looking a little bit risk.
Hex is just standing AFK in spawn.
Maybe he's defending last valiantly.
So I know that it was Lucas, I think, that actually timed out from the server for the pause, but now Tex has literally just not moved in like 30 seconds.
Maybe the strategy is to go and him stand in spawn the whole game, and then they'll think there's a spy because they count players. Maybe that's the strategy. That or he's AFK.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the AFK. I think that's a little bit just too high brain function for the Czech team. No
He's decided on NG. Maybe he was just picking a class all that time. He finally decided I want engineer. And the sentry gun's getting low already. They're spamming out. Crow's going to be jumping the rim, and the det stick's on point. The bomb came in a little bit too early, and the stick's got det too early as well. Geordie getting cleaned up here. That's 3 down for the side of Five Guys, Burgers and Fries, and they're going to be escaping up this upper area. No stickies on any shutters right now. It's just going to be the demo man and Mac bombing out there. Khaled's going to be running back into choke, and this is going to be a 3-second take.
They went for the point. I feel like, I don't know if like Crayon had the pain train on, but like he and both going to point doesn't seem like the best idea. I don't know why they don't just have someone going on the medic, after going point, and then Crayon go for the mid. Or anything, you know, try and spam the gun down before they try and do these sacks. I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
just
it's very
don't know what they were
classic
thinking there. That was very strange.
Pretty classic strat now to send someone water and send someone on the medics. Pretty easy to do, but it looks like they are trying to do some kind of sack or trade, but it ended up just being a sack. Jordy went in and nearly got the force. Tons of damage onto the med, but couldn't quite find it. So there's one player out now. We're going to see how they want to do this counter sack. Probably a drop down play, I would think.
No, Colling was in position, but with no health. Class is going to try and go in from big door here. He hits himself into the skybox. He's in. He misses. Ooh. Unfortunately.
Khalid missing about 3 HP there from a scat gun shot from afar was all that they could muster in this force attempt, unfortunately. So now barreling their way in towards big door and a trade it may need to ensue, but the debt there from Lucas Tank. Beautiful little trap there and lower to take out Opti. And that is going to halt the aggression now coming out from Five Guys.
I actually love that. Like, you know, if the demo's standing outside on second, you don't think he's going to have stickies on the inside of lower lower. You'd expect him to, like, sticks at choke or something. And it was just beautiful. Like, just the misdirection from Lucas.
Yeah,
Classic going in for a sack again, but
beautiful jumps. Oh, onto Opti, and he finds the frag there. Classy getting low though, 68 HP to his name. Going to be just lingering in that lower area, really causing a bit of a threat here because they don't know what he's going to do. If he's going to go drop down or if he's going to pincer. And they find Jordy as well because they are not focusing on him whatsoever. He gets an arrow as well, so he's going to survive. And they are going to be able to take mid just off Classy destroying them.
Classy beast.
Insane.
I don't know why they, like, Opti and Jordy both went 1 by 1 into Classy instead of just, you know, actually going for the 2v1 and making the fight completely unfair.
Yeah, Mac is all alone here. He gets juggled into the stickies and they debt as well. And Khalid is all alone on the point. Does eventually get Af on the beam. Looks like they're going to be Ubering here, but it's a bit of a poo Uber. And they are now stuck against this shutter. Lucas Tank looks like he wants to take the rest of the trades. Oh, Jordy is on lower as well, but they do manage to land a nice rocket doing a lot of damage, but the soldier goes in of Classy, can't quite find Khalid, and they are going to just chill out in towards mid because they did have heavy casualties on the blue side.
I thought there was big miscommunication from the Czech team there. Like, in the middle of the Uber, it looked like Dego just wanted to solo on Lucas, and then Texas comes in and gets dropped. And then I think someone else got dropped as well. Like, they just dropped like 2 players on the Uber when they really didn't have to. They just have ended up giving up mid because what seemed like just people not knowing what the Uber was going to achieve.
Yeah, it was a bit of a confusing scenario, let's be honest. But they've managed to maintain even Ubers throughout all of this jargon that they've had, even though they had that incredible milk at Big Door, and I thought it was lights out for the red team, but managed to get through it. But it looks like they are just sending Jordy in through choke, but Med's on the high ground, superb positioning. It just gets flung towards the ground, but Colling actually dies there. A bit spam from choke by Max, so it's just going to be evening up the scoreline here in terms of kills, and they are just going to continue this stalemate. I wonder if we're going to see an off-cast now that Ubers have been achieved.
Oh, Jordy spy or something maybe, or
yeah,
run someone back. Nah, Jordy staying soldier. Classy maybe not Colling even checking, but no, I'm surprised. I think Nation might be playing pocket scout, so he's not, you know, just sat perma sniping yet. Oh no, he is on flank. He's not with his heels right now, but I'm surprised he's not tried to snipe.
Yeah, Nation known by the Div 1 and higher players as the man to have on sniper if he's on your squad because he just headshots everything. Much like having Kermit on your team, everything just dies.
I think it's a bit of everything or nothing. And it's a very close to 50-50 ratio of whether anything happens or not.
Sometimes you feel it, you know.
Oh, George! Oh Lord,
God.
that was sad to see.
That was pitiful.
Nation goes in for drop down. His Colling's going like faking in for a choke.
Oh,
Nation
never mind.
just dies. Classy did as well. He's got his skybox. Any earshot? No earshot.
Oh! Is he gonna crate it?
Colling has it. Yeah,
Oh,
he got it.
He crates us with the Uber. Doesn't pop it out. Khalid, what are you doing, man? You gotta pop those. You're not gonna survive. There's no way. But maybe he thought he was gonna hit the edge bug or something against like I don't know what
he could have edge bugged on.
No,
but yeah,
no.
that's the only thing that could have saved him. Jordy going down and choke. Matt getting juggled here. Killing Colling. Af gonna make it out. No way does Af make it out drop down here.
Yeah, this was some. Oh my god, he gets out.
I cannot believe Af made it out. Just jumping over everyone's head. Opti not so lucky.
This is actually a
But my
really good
lord.
heads-up play from the side of the Czechs, actually, because they counted all the players and realised no one was going back to the med. Everyone was committing for the force, and now they've only just got players to their med, so they've only just started building. In fact, it's even Ubers, where they could have had an ad off the Uber being popped to just get frags. So just good heads-up play there from the Czechs, but they did lose Lucas Tank, and they capped out mid, but it looks like they're going to be taking a skirmish on mid. They've got decent positioning here, and they can fight this one. Mac getting super low, Mac actually gets cleaned up there, but the rest of the team have just abandoned and dipped, but Geordie now bombing forwards in towards Tex. Doesn't quite find the rockets, and eventually finds him on the floor there, but Khaled getting super low. It's going to be the flank now coming out from Opti in towards the mid, but whiffs every shot, hits no damage whatsoever. Geordie's the only one in mid, fighting up against Lucas Stank, and just retreats out of here. And that was a really strange, everyone missing everything fight.
Yeah, Nation hit like 120 on the colleague in 2 shots, and then literally nothing else. Like, misses 2 full clips of Winger, another 4 scattergun shots or something, and that was... Khaled is so lucky to be alive there.
Oh,
But
that's
the Ubers popped out from both teams.
huge damage on the side of the red team. In fact, they're all retreating because they're all so weak. One person managed to get the pack. I don't know who it was, but both teams getting in here. But the blue team is going to be achieving this second point, and the red team just going to retreat back onto last because they did take insane amounts of damage there.
Yeah, Opti was, I think, 8 HP or something just
Yeah,
before
we
the
used
Colling's actually in. He's in with Khaled. Doesn't die though. Lucas trying to... Wait,
Gets another
he
pick.
actually gets Opti, yeah. I think he was just trying to like sticky snipe from balcony onto Khaled.
Yeah, he managed to find Crayon as well with a pipe. So it's managed to even up the score there. But now that they've had this sack going out, Nation is on a respawner. It's even Ubers. Are we going to see the Nation sniper? We do.
Yes, we are.
Oh, yes.
Not even
Beautiful.
checking off classes, he just doesn't care.
He's on sniper. It's uncounterable. This man is a machine on the sniper class. But we have got an engineer currently building a sentry gun after swap from Pyro. He's going to be trying to defend that sentry gun valiantly. The sniper has actually now been called from lower, I believe. As there you go, hits their shot on towards Af there. He could not defend that sentry gun because it wasn't even where he was standing. So,
Is he get a hero shot? Is he going to get tanked? At least
Joe
tank him a little
Soldier.
bit, hero shot.
Khaled only just dodged that rocket, by the way. Nice little sidestep there to save his own life. But Nation going for the hero shot on Bauk, doesn't find anything, is going to go down. Crown's going to be taking this high ground super early for his team there. Really heads up play from him to just get this positioning on second. And unfortunately, they're going to be losing out here on the side of the Czechs.
That was... I don't know about, like, I don't know why they went for the sack or polling, like, when they have a sniper. They had the pick, yes, but I don't know why they wouldn't just keep trying to work the sniper and just see if they can get another pick. Like, it is an official, they can slow it down, you know. It's not a PCW. Oh, Nation's on sniper. Oh, no, he's in the bush. Oh, no, he's not. It's okay.
It would have been so
Nation
good if he sat in the
loves
bush.
on mid. He absolutely loves it.
You know
And
who
he
else
gets a
likes the
nice
bush?
headshot on a Geordie.
I love the bush. Anyway, we're heading in towards Big Door now.
Stickies. God, Lucas and Nation always both ran over 4 stickies each. That was incredibly close.
Jesus Christ. Very Monka-esque going out there. So we got Mac dropping down towards Big Door actually to try and find some damage. Not quite
So
finding
much
it.
damage.
Lucas Stank just chews a rocket and goes down. Jesus. He just gets annihilated. So now going to be retreating. With this sniper, being one man down and having a sniper, not the best thing in the world, but this sightline is actually pretty good. But Crayon in a great position to bomb up now. The Meds left all alone. It's an awful situation to be in now if you're the blue team. Both Ubers get traded, but they are making it work. They find 2 picks, and I feel like that is the best they're going to achieve. The Medic and Scout get absolutely separated, and he eats a pipe as well, but
Yeah.
somehow escapes. And then Crayon dies in behind as well. Oh, he's bombing! He's going in! He's in!
Look at one pipe, the roller.
Oh, so close.
He's super wicked. Oh god, Degu just doesn't care. He's just in. Lucas is crying out for an arrow. Polling is super deep. Geordie's on. Ooh, just whiffing his air shot on the Degu as well.
I feel like we're starting to see the heat now. They're starting to warm up these players. Because I guess one team had a scrim, the other team didn't.
Yeah.
But the Czechs are definitely starting to warm up here. They're starting to hit some insane damage. But Lucas Tank now going to be retreating out of choke, and it looks like the red team are going to reclaim this midpoint. And they may try and go for more. They do have the 1 player ad currently. Tex is on a respawner, and he does catch forwards, unfortunately, there. So there's going to be even Ubers coming up now. Slight ad for Khaled, and if they know about it is another question.
I kind of like this, like Lucas just basically solo holding Big Door strat that they've got. They just have both soldiers, you know, towards choke until heals rotate. But it's just Lucas on his own can just She's got, I guess, they should be aware. Yeah, okay, he baits the stickies out this time, he doesn't die immediately trying to go behind.
He rewound the clock and understood what he had to do this time around. But they have sent 2 players in behind. Crown gets crushed immediately by Classy, and then we have got this 1v1 in lobby. Nation versus Opti. Who've you got your money on?
I don't know, Nations, yeah,
Oh,
had a buff. Opti did get that meat shot right at the end, but...
Yeah, looked hopeful there with that final meat shot if Nation had missed and he could have panicked, but didn't manage to win that one out. And now Lucas Tank just going to get really aggressive. Tex is actually in, super deep. Going to be denying Geordie quite nicely there. Do take him down, but they lose Lucas. Huge bomb, and they manage to get Khaled to force his Uber there. And Degu is kind of... Okay.
What?
He just dies, okay.
Wait, did he... Was that a drop? He just stood there and just accept... What?
He just accepted death. He was like,
it
yeah,
just
sure.
drops to that level. Oh, that's just so unbelievable. That's just... I think that's a season summed up for the Czech team.
Maybe they're not warmed up.
Yeah.
Maybe I lied. Very unfortunate there, that dropped. But I say unfortunate, that was just a complete misplay on Degu's part. But now they are facing up against this Uber. There's an Uber advantage finally, Kermit. Towards the side of Five Guys, but it's not a huge Uber ad. They need to make this thing work. 20% ad to play off, essentially. We've managed to get up to a 30% ad by building better than the side of the blue team, and it looks like they are going to be heading in towards lobby now. They don't want to get sniped at all, so it looks like they're just going to pop directly in through Shutter. And looks like they are leading on Af here with Mac as well. In towards the Sentry Gun, going to be taking that one out pretty much immediately. Lucas Tank is playing in water. Af heading towards the point. We're going to be going for Lucas Tank behind water as well. Tex now going in. Managed to get cleaned up there by Opti and nice few scattergun shots. Af manages to find Lucas Tank. But Uber comes out from the blue team though. They do get on the point, launched the skybox, but only hit 3 players remaining for them. Red team have casualties all over the place. Everyone getting super weak, but they're now barreling in towards this point. The medics restart. Oh my god! Colin gets the respawn and destroys them all with 2 nice rockets in there. Khaled just killed Bind, so that's going to be a hold.
That was so, like they held on just like the perfect amount of time for Colin to get that respawn. That was huge. Like I didn't even see most of that Uber. I was sitting watching Classy attempting to spawn camp Opti on middle, and then Crayon gets sent back, and like Lucas didn't have a soldier with him underneath because Classy was off trying to spawn camp on middle. Oh
Absolute
no,
chaos.
Dies immediately, but Colin Tank just comes in and obliterates Geordie.
Just the spaceman created off that one bomb. Oh, Khaled's getting taken out as well. Colin is turning up in this game. Crayon is super weak and lower with the pickaxe out, but Opti manages to find the frag as well in towards Lucas Tank in lower, but it's a medic and a scout versus a scout. Oh, a scout combo, but he gets flanked up through drop down. Nation goes down. That's going to be a wipe for the blue team, unfortunately, with the red team coming out victorious. But no pressure in towards second yet. They are super fearing these respawns.
Yeah, they're just too weak. Like both scouts were like pretty weak, and I think they know they have they know they have big Uber ads, so obviously they killed Degu so late there, and Degu's not actually healing yet. No one went back to meet him, so this is like what was like maybe 20 ad is now 40.
Yeah, they're not really. Unfortunately, they're not building enough, and they. Geordie nearly died
like
there.
280 damage or something from those stickies there.
Absolutely
Jesus.
Annihilated.
God bless medics.
Yeah, God bless medics. But they are now building their sentry gun on last. Tex has gone back on his favourite Texan class, the engineer. He's going to be building that sentry gun. Level 2 now on that gun. But has been spotted out. They have got Nation up on the sniper just to try and find that early pick. They debt the stickies on the shutter but doesn't find anything. It's going to be Mac bombing towards the shutter, but this Uber is not really doing a lot. They do find Classy with it, but Tex is at 450 HP heavy that manages to get out now. Af is actually in water. Crayon's super low in water as well, but Tex is the only player that's out here. It's going to be Nation now taking a 1v4 against everyone with an Uber charge. They get out there and they manage to kill Mac as well. They've got this one scout of Opti now. He's going to be pissing about on the ring, but gets a meat shot off it immediately. He's super weak, gets cleaned up by Nation. Nation, what a god.
That was all on Degu. That solid just to get the Uber right at the end there and clutch pop on point. Unfortunately though, because Opti just distracted Nation so much, Khaled did get out and has like 20-30% Uber ad on middle here. I think this is going to have to be a super passive hold from the Czech team unless they just do this and go now before they get Uber.
Oh, they're catching them totally off guard. Mac took forever to turn around there. He didn't know what he was doing, but they managed to find Geordie, who gets overextended into the team because Mac just wasn't assisting him. But Nation eventually getting picked up there. Classy is in behind. Collins in behind. They're just going for air shots. They want frag clips. And Colin manages to find a saw as well and get his Uber. So it's going to be the rest of the blue team now just going to be retreating in towards lower because they need to get out. There's uber advantage now on the side of Khalid, and they're going to be sticking up the shutter pretty much immediately.
That was just so poorly played by Coling. He just sees, like, I think it was Jordy or Creon just in the air. Instead of just, you know, getting the really easy frag on the medic stuck on the low ground below him, he just goes for the air shots and misses like 2 or 3 rockets. He like definitely could have just killed the medic. Classy actually in a 1v2 kills Jordy all the way on red big door while his team's holding live.
Just your mine.
That's actually pretty good because he dragged one of the scouts like so far back. Like Opti's had to run all the way back. Yeah. And it's even Uber now. The 20-30 ad has now become completely even.
Yeah, it's going to be that there was a bit of a Monk-esque moment, but I feel like was it Classy? That little play that he had there managed to save them quite a lot of time. Overall, Crayon now getting baited in towards River as well. Could have been picked up there by Classy if he been aggressive, but decided to just chillax and play it safe. And Tex is going to be one of that sentry gun once again. This man clearly loves his engineer class, but his gun once again is fake.
We've got Opti going, just kind of faking out the point here as Crayon bombs onto it and dies to the stickies immediately. Mac is sticking up one side of the point, but there's no one alive to go underneath here. Everyone from Five Guys is just out.
Yeah, they're not bombing this medic, like you said before. That
they just
should
want to
probably
try and cheese the point. They don't care. They don't seem to care about the Uber. They just want to get this really cheesy cat play.
Yeah, well,
it's not working, but they're going for it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try and do the dual distraction, you know, have your attention in 2 places, one on the medic, and then the cap is also a threat. So you got that dual threat coming out, which can force Ubers, and that's kind of what you want.
Yeah,
but they don't seem to understand that.
I don't know if Jordy went for the force really late. I was just kind of watching like the point, the play on the point. Although he did die, so I'm not sure if he was trying to go for it. But neither Uber popped though. So yeah, here we are back in Stalemate City.
These medics are doing a really good job of surviving this game, but still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Our predictions are going to be in the bin. Yeah, it's 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. So these teams are, I think they're pretty content to just play it out, to be honest. But we have now got the red team just going to be walking in and barely taking any damage. They're getting so deep before they have to pop that Uber, but Khaled's super weak post-Uber. And if he catches a tiny amount of damage, he's going to get picked up. But Jordy managed to get him behind after the blue Uber was also popped. But Classy, ready and waiting, is just going to clean him up there in upper. But Opti now going to be joining that fight as well. In Choke, we've got a totally separate fight as Alpha and Lucas Stank are going to be fighting against each other as well. But as Lucas Stank now getting abandoned by the rest of his team, unfortunately, the pressure was too much. It's just going to be these 2 scouts as both soldiers somehow died on the blue team. And that's going to be a total wipe, Kermit. I have no idea how that happened.
I swear the whole point of this Lucas holding Big Door alone is so that they can have both soldiers holding Choke and they can just lock it down and no one can get in. And they just didn't do it. They fed everyone in second, now they're just going to feed the round. You know, Lucas gets aft, but that was all just due to like a really poorly executed hold in second.
Maybe the lack of scrims is really punching them in the face right now. They're miscoordinated, don't know what I'm doing. But overall, they seem to be out-DMing them quite heavily in most situations.
Yeah.
But we are heading in towards our second mid. It's currently 1-0 to Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Lucas is not going to be getting super aggressive in towards Big Door, spamming everything that he has at this medic. But it's Jordy bombing in really deep, super early, in towards Elbow, trying to get on towards Degu. Degu just gets cleaned up by one clean sticky from Mac. The blue team now looking in shambles. No pressure really on towards Khaled, apart from one stray soldier of Kalasi. And Tex is going to be heading up through Elbow now, in towards Khaled. Can't find the shots. Nation goes in though. He does the bits and manages to take him down.
We'll just get Coling and Lucas stuck in Choke. I think Coling's going to wait just in case someone tries to go super aggro, but they do need to just go back and ensure that they actually get super ad. This is, you know, 15 ad, 10, 15 ad right now, and this is a funny crits creek.
Oh, it's a funny crits creek.
There's no funny crits creeks. So we'll just be like, it's actually, basically, Khaled's just built that much better already that he's pretty much caught up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Lucas Stank crits though, so you can't count them out just yet.
There is no crits. I was just saying unless there was a funny crits.
Oh, I would like to see
there was going to be a tiny ad. Yeah, it would be nice.
A funny crits would have been super good.
Yeah, I don't know if this is really the map for it though. Oh, like this point, like
I don't think mid could
difficult to actually get it.
Yeah, because if you try and go Choke, Yeah, maybe for red, yeah. But if you try and go choke, you just get sort of like boxed out. But if you go from big door, you can really get some damage going. But it's easy to get boxed there too. But they do pop in the Uber here, and they're just going to be aiming for a trade. Khaled pops pretty much immediately as he eats a pipe from Lucas Tank there, and they're just going to be trading this out. No casualties from either side, just a bit of damage to and throwing, and now they're just going to be rebuilding their Ubers. But the Czech need to get their butts in gear. They've got 6 minutes left on the clock, and it could just stalemate it out until the game ends.
So now they've just got only calling on choke, really. Classy's getting a buff on point. Is he going to hold choke too? I don't really understand what the hold is from the Czech team. Is that Nation? Yeah, running back the last, he's playing Sniper.
Yeah, he's decided I've had enough of this game.
Yeah.
I want to get on Sniper.
Yeah, that's Nation.
That's a reasonable decision to make, I think, at this point in time. He's punched the I don't care button.
Yeah, this hold right now, I think, can be okay. Like, both soldiers and choke, as long as one of them goes back above choke, and then just maybe have Tex closer with Lucas. Oh, he's got Classy, okay. But it's just a very strange hold.
He's peeking. He's coming around that corner. He's still fully scoped. No one spotted him yet. The stickies are out from Mac. He does fire, and unfortunately there he doesn't find anything. But Mac also equally didn't get his stickies onto Nation, and could have actually picked him up super early there. But he is going to be rotating in towards Big Door now. The spam is pretty heavy from Crayon. But Lucas is not going to be sticking him off here just to make sure that the demo man can't get too far forwards. But Mac there doing a really good job of just making sure that Sniper can't get as aggressive as he wants to be, and Khaled's in a super defendable position, as Classy is actually in through drop down and has just been called by Opti.
Oh, Opti, who is now deceased.
Drop down again. Colling's going down, drop down. There you go. That's what you want. No one's spotting drop down now. Colling is just in. It's free as well. He's jumping in towards Khaled.
One
nice
rocket
bomb there. Oh.
The bomb for Lucas! Oh, Nation gets a headshot on the Mac. Oh, it's all going wrong for the 5 guys here. Jordy getting body shot. Crayon's going in on Tex with an AF from the back cap.
Yeah, AF's just causing radio waves right now. He's trying to jam the radars.
Yeah, Nation's making his way for that. Back that pill.
Yeah, he's gonna press spacebar to try and get some extra maneuverability going.
Yeah.
Okay,
he hits the melee. Yes, I knew it. He didn't get meat shot for the extra damage, but he did.
Excellent.
Did hit it.
That's what we like to see. They're bringing out the
they're checking for AF like super hard instead of having Tex just go straight to the point. We think AF might be hiding there around elbow or something, but he's playing it safe.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see now how they play out this Uber advantage they've managed to accumulate. Looks like they're going to be heading towards Big Door now. Just going to be checking all these angles, making sure no sticky traps are going to pick them up. And they have got Classy spotting on towards second. He's going to be calling for his team.
Forward. Oh no, Crayon was sniping forward, didn't even get to properly
does get out, yeah. But it looks like they still have this Uber advantage to play with, but they have got the Sniper, unfortunately, now that they have to play with on an ad, which is kind of not what you want. But they look like they're going through main here, as they do, and they pop through directly. Tex is in now with Lucas Tank, and they do actually trade out these Ubers because Red team managed to find it in time. Tex putting some pressure in towards point, does distract this entire Uber, creating a lot of space now for the blue team to just cause a bit of havoc. And they do have a soldier now bombing in super deep. The other soldier comes in of Colling in towards Mac. They do deal tons of damage here. Lucas Tank just supporting very well from main. They're doing a great job of peeling and pressuring right about now, but Nation now getting taken down the back. It's just going to be Lucas Tank and Degu, the only ones left alive. But Lucas Tank manning up onto this red team, and Degu's going to be escaping now as he goes down.
Jordy, I think it is, was the pause. Jordy's just standing AFK in spawn.
Our control point is being captured.
I like the two of them. Lucas says sure, why? Nation says sure, and Tex no.
But it looks
apparently
like
Jordy's cellmate is harassing him, according to Crayon.
Okay. Well, they've managed to maintain second.
And Uberad.
Yeah. So
Thanks to Lucas Tank.
Lucas Tank managing to clean up the medic right at the end, and it's going to be now just Tex building this Uber up. They have managed to get 95%. Looks like they are going to aim for a shot at Uber this time around, but this time they have a scout instead of a sniper, so this should turn out much better as they do have Nation actually on this Uber. Centrigo goes down immediately. It looks like they're going to be running in towards water. Nation now W King in towards Mac, and is not actually going to clean him up there. He's super weak and lower, and this heavy is now coming out of the spawn door. Colling bombing in towards the point. Tex going to be standing on it, and they're just going to be trying to pressure super hard, but the cleanup is there from the red team. Classy's the only one left alive, but a nice little long range.
He could do it if AF doesn't hit the reflect.
Oh no, Crown's on the rim. That's pretty much checkmate at this point.
Yep, there he goes.
Unfortunate
8 health on Crayon. It was like 55 between two players. Lucas did like ungodly amounts of damage onto like top left there, but just no one played the point. I guess it either took them too long to kill Mac underneath, or they just didn't want to commit to the point. But Tex is having a bit of fun. He's now on Spy here.
Yeah, as long as they can, they're actually aiming to block this point. They don't block the point. That's really unfortunate there. Now they got Tex stuck on Spy on last, and he's just going to be chilling there now and in lower. But they're aiming to get this retake. In fact, they're going in. There's no pressure on second. Tex is still up on the Spy. He's just going to be memeing about now on the second point, just chillaxing out in the open. It's kind of insane that they managed to take that back.
Avs on Pyro, but that's just to defend the sentry gun. That's not actually to.
I feel like Tex should help in water to pick off Mac. I feel like that's
definitely. Just run out and make him, at least self-damage, if not go for the backstab.
Yeah, he's actually dropping down now in towards water. Going for the stab! He goes for a swing and lands a nice revolver shot into his face, but eventually goes down. But the stickies did get death. Good damage in water with Lucas Tank dropping some pipes down in there, but there's no real follow-up. Classy's going to be going in, but with a Nation, with his heavy, is currently on the point, and it's looking curtains now for the blue team, unfortunately. And they're just going to be holding last as Classy also goes down. It's very unfortunate, and it's looking like it's not going to be a win for the side of the Czechs, unfortunately, with 5 guys leading 1-0.
I guess, it goes to show that it does help to play practice games and actually have warm-ups. So I feel like overall the Czech team probably, let's say, played better. Like they definitely
one last ride,
just at least out the end. Yeah,
they go in with
Nation attacks underneath. They just need to race the demo and heavy on. Oh no, they
okay,
nothing you can do.
Yeah, Classy's going to be bombing in kind of helplessly. Tex is running up now. Lucas Tank also up there, dealing a ton of damage, but they don't find it, unfortunately. There's GG's out in the chat. It's going to be 1-0.
Nation immediately asking, do you guys scrim? No GG, just do you guys scrim? Love to see it.
Dropping the BM. But there you go. 5 guys and fries taking away the goods, leading 1-0 in this best of 3 on Gullywash, which is not what either of us predicted. And finally, I'm wrong on the best demo man wins. But it looks like both teams have actually readied up, and we are now heading in towards our game. So, good luck, have fun out in the chat from the boys, as we're going to be heading into our first mid of this game. I'm super excited to see what Lucas Tank is going to do on this mid, because I believe he's going to get there super quick, and he is now just rolling out super fast in towards Saw. He's going to be picking up that health pack, and looks like Mac is going up from lower. Lucas Tank first one to mid. And they're just going to be chilling out now, just spamming some stickies, and Opti is going to be taking that top left area there. Just going to be trying to catch anyone, but Geordie and the other soldier bombing in super deep, but they do a great job of catching the aggression. Lucas Tank now super low, but Crayon is just going to be peeking Resort. 2 nice directions from Lucas Tank to hold that aggression, while on the other side, Colling and Classy go in super deep and don't find anything there. Unfortunately, the Uber Saw kill from Degu. That's going to mean that they have Uber advantage, and the red team are going to be getting the hell out of here.
Degu was like 100% dead if he didn't get that saw there. He was super weak. Like that was incredibly clutch. I feel bad. Classy almost had like the fattest mid ever, but Khalid was just passive enough to just kind of mess the whole thing up for him. If Khalid had been with his 2 players alive with him, who were both half health, that would have been one juicy rocket for Classy that would have gotten like a 2k. Yeah, and then probably secured the med frag. Here we go. As you'd said in our pre-game, this can be a very slow point. We're going to see if we're a stalemate or if we're going to just see some nice bombs round here from the Czech team.
Yeah, I feel like the Czech team are going to be one of these teams that likes to fast bomb through Saw. I feel like Classy's going to go for these, like, my dick's bigger than your dick plays, as Colling actually goes in from Saw and totally annihilates what I was about to say.
Yeah, I guess like they do have stickies in place to deny Classy from either like jumping from window or from lower, really. And the scout and soldier just sitting staring at him. I guess Colling has the heals with him. He can just try and bully his way in a lot more effectively than Classy can.
Yeah,
no counter sack though.
Yeah, I was about to say that's.
They got like the door Nation sniping.
Of course he is. It looks like I guess they're going to go for this lower push then. Where you just get your sniper onto grass and get as much space as possible. Well, it looks like he's going to be opting for window because he hasn't been spotted yet and he wants to get a surprise frag. He's going to be peeking nice and around. He's going to be dropping into lower, going to be peeking now. has been now called by Mac. I think he's seen him, so they are going to be just heading in towards lower, but there are stickies everywhere in this lower area.
Yeah, Nation sees Khalid like behind the train line, he just sees the heal beam come up over it. Nice headshot onto Opti on grass though. Opti just super out of position there, being really aggro for realistically no reason. Body shot on Creon, he's weak.
Calling in
that should be a
Classy.
perfect time, yes, for Classy to sack in.
Yeah, they're going in from the
he's
flank.
winning the 1v1. Okay, he gets Jordy but doesn't get. Oh no, Nation dropped on the Uber there.
Yeah, unfortunate there, but they haven't managed to get in super deep with a much better Uber. Khalid there getting stuck in the door and nearly goes down, but Af is up actually on this balcony area, causing a massive distraction, and that's allowing for the rest of the team to get in. Colin with a nice wall shot there to take him down, but looks like he's going to be going for the bomb on towards Mac. Degu's going to get cleaned up in lower, and it is a bit of a collapse now from the red team in towards Lucas Tang, with Colin still in behind on Khalid, but never found that frag.
Real nice pipes from Mac there actually. Like, I don't know how, but the pipe itself just completely denied Colin from jumping forwards. It looked like it would have been a certified frag. But Nation still sniping from Kitchen here, gets one body shot and just needs to back. And I see someone behind, I do. I see Classic getting cleaned up on second. 3 people from 5 guys went back on the second to clean up Classic there.
Looks like we are going to be now taking this midpoint pretty much for free with their Uber advantage, and they're now going to be heading their heels in towards lower or Saw. Okay, they're rotating Saw now. They're taking a lot of time to do this, and the Uber now is going to be coming up for the side of Degu pretty much in the next couple seconds. Colin going in for a super deep bomb towards Khalid isn't actually going to find that. Lucas Tank actually dying there somehow. That's super unfortunate. Khalid actually manages to get in as well unscathed despite the Colin bomb, but Degu now going to be finding his Uber charge as well. The Uber comes out. Or he gets air shot though by Classy and can't go anywhere. Oh my god, he gets denied again by Classy, and now it's just going to be thrown around by this heavy and goes down pretty much immediately. Jeez.
Colling's still. Colling finally cleaned up. He actually managed to live through all that dying. Jordy's going to die. That was actually real nice from the Czech team, just actually getting that hold, especially with Lucas getting caught out on balcony. Like, he was standing with Nation left, and I guess Lucas just decided to stand there and go for air shots or something.
This team isn't here for the coordination or the medals. They're here for the frag clips, dude.
They're here for a good time, not a long time. Classy's actually just realised hiding in kitchen here.
Yeah, he's going to be chilling out. I think he needs a player to bait for him, you know.
Yeah, needs someone to make some noise out around Saw.
Yeah, like, there we go. We've got Opti now. He's going to be just checking in towards lower.
He's just crouched.
He's just going to be chilling in the corner.
Yeah. He's going to be chilling.
I
guess they're waiting for Degu to have Uber before he goes for something, just in case, you know, he gets a force and they try and run forward.
Af is in lower. It's going to be...
They're all in lower. Oh, this could be so bad.
Classy sees him.
Blood
in the water!
Yes, he gets the force. It's so much damage. He gets 124 onto the scout.
He's Creon as well. How is he still alive for that long? What?
Just on top of their head. Now Opti's doing the reversal. Opti's hiding behind the cheese. He's got. You don't know if he'll go for the back cap or the force.
And he's going for the back cap.
Oh, he's not sure.
Play, yeah. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. So they're pretty much okay.
Classy's gonna be spawning very soon though.
Opti is now on the point. He's gonna be back capping, bringing tons of pressure down. But Opti now gonna get pinned up by 2 scouts. So the Uber advantage still remains. But they drop Lucas.
Jordan, yeah, he just got sync rock. I don't think he knew Creon was above him and saw. He was just standing in a window and he and Jordy sync rockets in multiple directions. Degu gets force controlled by Creon as well there.
Yeah, just walks in, doesn't even bait. That's a pretty questionable maneuver there from Degu actually. He decided not to bait and just walked directly in. With no one checking anything, so that's unfortunate there. But they do manage to get onto this midpoint, but the red team re-pushing pretty much immediately as Khalid gets Uber, but gets forced, by Khalid with a nice bomb there, yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Khalid clutching straws.
Is Nation gonna live here? Yeah, he's out. Classy. Just skyboxing himself down. He's gonna find Creon and Saw. He should win this.
Oh my god, Classy, come on man. Jordy now going into Degu, and Degu gets taken down by Mike there. Nice little jump from him to take down. Lucas Tank getting cleaned up as well, and they are going to be trying to clean up Khalid, but they can't find it. Tex doesn't find the damage, unfortunately. And looks like the cap's going to be coming out, and looks like it's potentially going to be
All order.
around. But the respawners are coming in 4 seconds. Colling is on defense. He jumps in, gets fragged, and that's going to be 1-0.
That was definitely looking hard for Colling. The only other possible play he could have maybe made was just going like pyro or heavy, probably heavy, and just, you know, stand on point and hope that he could just hold them off long enough for like a few seconds till his team had Uber. Had spawns, even not Uber.
Looks like we're now heading
1-0.
into our second mid. Lucas Tang going to be arriving at pretty much the same time. Classy is having a wild ride this game. Just bombs directly in on mid, gets annihilated. That's a jump out, and he's going directly for his first pack of the game. And Crayon and Geordie skyboxing themselves in towards Lucas Tang, but find absolutely no damage apart from Degu, who just walks into a rocket. Geordie now bringing out the pickaxe, but gets cleaned up there, unfortunately. On the backside of this fight, we've had the entire red team die as they were trying to find Degu in Saw, apart from Opti, who managed to survive and is currently in behind.
Yeah, you can see that X6 on point. He doesn't want anything to do with that. He's going to just, I guess, try and spawn Camp Calling when he comes up. And Lucas, actually, he waited in forward spawn.
He's been spotted, though.
Nation knows. Nation goes back. But
They're going for him.
yeah, I love it. Like, the two of them just bomb back, but no, they know just leaving behind, like, there's no point fighting that far back. They have full overrad, they need to use it.
Yeah, they need to get in here and actually get around on the board here. And Geordie now going to be retreating out here, but the stickies haven't actually been called. They are currently on lower, and they now finally get seen by Nation, who's going to be cleaning them up. Opti's still in behind, and they still have this Uber advantage to play with. Degu's going to be moving up now, but no real support here. Colling's going to be peeking, but I think they're super worried about this player behind.
Yeah, Nation's just like run all the way back for him. Tech's sort of trying to give some moral support, but neither of them doing anything. Calling now going, or is he going for ammo? No, he's gone back. They're going to try and pincer him.
Yeah, they've thrown this Uber advantage in the bin and said we don't want this. So they are going to just be looking for Opti now. I think Colling is chillaxing on mid.
Yeah, they just missed each other by like the tiniest margin.
What do you think Opti's plan is here?
Yeah, well, he's right up behind Colling.
Oh.
Colling doesn't know. Oh, Opti thieves! Nation hits him with a taunt.
Oh, jeez.
Lucas goes for the sack. Absolutely denied by the sentry gun though, and just could not find Khalid at all.
George
Hex and
Foreman?
Nation going down too.
Yeah, just a 3-man sacking towards the
Oh,
last.
well, there's a 4-man. Classic gets caught out in lobby.
Nice.
Does not retreat on time.
That's what you want to see. That's what we like to call a manly man desperation play. That was super uncoordinated. They just fed him one by one.
Yeah, Lucas just with the zero cares. I want to jump. Nation just wants to snipe.
He wants to press spacebar and right click at the same time. As we have got the red team now coming in towards mid, and they're just going to be barreling through this one door. Mac in with he gets airshot by Colling and totally denied. He's a ton of damage on the ground there. Mac getting super low now, does finally receive an arrow, but he was on death's door for a long time there. Both medics have full Uber. Colling hits him with the NS because no one said nice shot to him.
You got to show yourself some love. You know, he's doing it in a public manner.
Yeah, big dick energy right there. Yeah. We are now seeing the red team going for an Uber, but they dropped Lucas Stank on this, unfortunately. And they do actually pop up this Uber on Degu. I feel like that's a huge misplay. This has happened more than once.
Yeah, I swear this happens a lot for this team. They just end up dropping people. Nation trying to snipe in between like 1 million people and Saw here.
Yeah, he hasn't got a demo to help defend him either, so he's just going to get collapsed upon. Mac actually going in super deep for a bomb here. Going to be trying to stick you out on Degu, but Degu is leaving with Tex, and they're going to be escaping. Nation super low in lower, and Mac could in fact snipe him here, but actually doesn't get super aggressive for it. And Lucas Tank found his respawner, and both medics still even Ubers, so they're just going to be chilling out in a second now, but they've just had to leapfrog these points back in Red Team's favour.
That was real nice by Red, just knowing they could take you. Oh, nice headshot on the Geordie, just waddling in. Lucas dies to the self-damage. It was real nice on second, knowing that they could just take the Uber exchange, because they knew that Nation was sniping, that they're not going to have their pocket scout with them. And again, no flame, but their better scout would not be with the Uber, so there's going to be like, you know, less of a threat.
Yeah, Tex actually ran at Opti there and just put his balls on the wall, you know. But Colling is going to be taking that high ground there. Nice headshot towards Mac that's taken down. The Uber actually gets forced out by the pressure from the sniper. Collins going to be catching this one, but super weak in the post. Lucas Stank going to be moving forwards now in towards Lower, going to be sticking off Af, so he can't do anything here, and they do pincer him and take him down. But the repush coming out from Kitchen. Jordy gets cleaned up by a nice body shot from Nation. Fully charged there. Khaled's going to be fought up by now. By Lucas Stank and Tex. Tex getting taken down by Opti as well. Yeah, nice. Sorry there. Opti managed to get absolutely annihilated in Lower and is going to escape. Or not, runs in and dies.
Yeah. Respect. I think he knows that, or like, assumed that he would just get caught when he was leaving, just, you know, get the quicker spawn wave.
The control point is being contested.
Maybe.
Maybe,
but, you know,
yeah.
The Nation Sniper doing bits here for the Czechs. I think he's got, what's he on? Yeah. 3 right now? Yeah, he's got like 3 picks. He got Mac, he got
yeah, headshot in between as well. I think I heard the ring of the sniper headshot, but it looks like he's going to be now trying to peek in towards this left-hand side area, but immediately rotating after seeing that spam there, so he's going to be aiming for drop down, but all he's going to find is one head of Johnny! Gets taken out immediately there. Nice shot there to take him down. The sentry gun going down immediately as the Uber comes in. And Mac is now getting pincered by the flank, but they do manage to clean up that flank there by Crayon. Good job from him, but it's going to be Nation finding a 5th, unfortunately there, but no one... Oh, he finds Khaled as well! Nation is doing bits now. He's in super deep. Really he's going to surf the rocket in. Doesn't find the close range headshot. That would have been poggers if you hear that one.
Sadly, his team not really finding quite so many... I think he's the only person to get any frags on that last push there. It certainly felt like
the sentry gun.
Nation, yeah, they capped, and then Nation gets 3, and every other kill was just Opti and Mac. So yeah. Everyone else kind of beefing out. Lucas is up at 110, 114 ping. So maybe that's... Oh,
that's a number.
Af goes down, tits are straight there. Lucas Pank getting Af and Jordy.
Yeah, this is what happens when you put the beam on
right
the
now. Mac was down as well.
The beam is currently on the stank. Nation's going to be flanking in towards Cheese as well. Going to be pressuring super hard, and they managed to take the second off them. Just because Lucas Stank landed a bunch of stickies.
His ping goes back down, and the frags start coming again. And they've got 25% ad here because they know Nation killed Khaled and last. They're just going to Uber in immediately. Nation's going to play the point. They know that there's no stickies there.
Oh, and they get around. There you go.
That
finally.
was real nice.
That was good. That was well played from the Czechs there. Lucas Stank with some great little play there. Nation with the good heads-up aggression, and they understood their Uber advantage. So, well played there from the side of the Czechs, bringing it to 1-1, Kermit. What are you thinking now, 15 minutes?
Oh, Classy was on Spy there just for the insurance play, just in case they beef the Uber again. But yeah, that was much better play from the Czech team there. Like, just showing some actual coordination, and maybe they're actually more comfortable in this map, even if Lucas, isn't quite as overpowered.
Yeah, Classy going to be rolling in super deep as well.
Yeah, both soldiers super deep.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be trying to pinch the medic. Khaled actually eats a pipe there and gets super low. Classy is somehow still alive, but Degu all alone manages to find another saw kill onto the same soldier. It's like deja vu where they're baiting people towards Degu just so you can find saw kills. But it's going to be Nation finally getting taken down there, but Khaled managed to heal beam that entire mid. Didn't get separated, so it's going to be even Ubers now. And the red team managed to take second for free.
Classy's stuck in saw here on his own. He's stuck in no man's land, just between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, he's dead. Opti just gets that easy. Lucas again just caught out on balcony. This balcony area is just not his. It's just not his place to be.
It's not his crew, man.
He just does not do well when he's on there.
Maybe it's a big
I love it.
They're baiting them in to play, to try and come in and do the super, but they lose everyone. They just get smacked into the earth, and this Uber comes out from Degu. Tex is currently at 450 HP on the point. He's Uber charged as well. Now he's going to be shooting up a ton of damage from this demo and the scout, and they managed to take him down there. Lucas Tank are going to be desperately trying to defend this one with the assistance of Classy, and Classy now dropping on towards this point. Oh my god, they find tons of frags, but they can't quite defend it. That's going to be 2-1. Very quick turnaround there, just because Lucas, I think that's down to Lucas there.
It could have went well, but I think Degu, like, he flashed both Classy and Lucas as it came out of spawn instead of just keeping the beam on Tex. Like, he was 450 for a little bit, Ubered for a little bit, and then like the rest of the Uber was just on the people that were at the side where there was only Opti on them. I think that was a bit of a throw, maybe wasting Uber.
It's going to be 2-1 as the scoreline with 13 minutes remaining on the clock. Geordie is going to be jumping forwards here, just taking that high ground, baiting these soldiers out, and he does a great job of it and manages to survive in the process, giving some room for Crayon to jump. The Nation is there with the counter maneuver to deny that bomb as well, and they do find Crayon after the damage provided from Nation, but Tech's super far forward on the right hand side. The bomb comes in super deep onto the combo, just does tons of damage. Classy with the cleanup, and now the red team are going to be escaping here out through Saw. That was so much damage from Colling there, lands 2 massive rockets.
Calling and Classic just played that mid like to perfection. They just kept recycling. They like one would bomb, do a couple damage rockets, get some. Oh, Classic's actually super deep. Oh, that was kind of deep.
Space.
Yeah, Tech's getting Crayon, who was probably about to try and counter sack. But yeah, like they just like one would bomb, get damaged. They just kept doing it. They just jumped in over their heads and then just bombed. They just strafed out again. They had that like 3 times each and just absolutely annihilated the 5 guys. Yeah, it was actually so nice to watch.
Yeah,
like it's actual coordination.
Yeah, the peeling was gorgeous. They do a really, really good job of just peeling these bombs. I feel like that comes down to their maybe this is a soldier combo to watch out for. As Colin goes in for a super deep bomb in towards Khalid. Is he going to hit the? Oh, I thought he was going to hit the air shot. From the position I was at, I thought he was going to get slammed in the skybox. That would have been beautiful.
I was sitting watching Degu, making sure he didn't catch a stray rocket. He went down to like 52 health from the first sack there, but
that's
just managed to strafe out. So, like, he was so like unnecessarily aggro. He was like inside like Saw, like in the little archway to second, where he just doesn't need to be that far forward. Nation has been, the door's been held for him by Colling. He is on the sniper class once again. Can he work his magic? Can he get a second round?
I mean, he's been feeling it, and on 5 ping, I know it doesn't affect hit scan all that much, but it's going to mean something. It's going to be peeking in through window. Once again, doing exactly the same thing. They don't know he's on sniper, so having that surprise pick is going to help them out quite a lot if they can manage to find it. And he has now been called as Mac has spotted him out and lower. And it looks like he is going to be sniping from this lower area. Sticky's all over the place, though, so getting deeper than he currently is going to be a huge task.
He's hitting this, the second like over 100 damage body shot he's hit onto Opti already since he spawned.
Yeah, surely Opti's just grabbing the barbed wire fence right now and just clinging to it for dear life by peeking these angles.
Yeah, like he just keeps doing it. He's just playing with fire. It's very funny to see, but it's definitely not the play.
Lucas Tank just walking in super deep there. They are just. He's disrespecting hella hard.
They fear the power of the Nation Sniper, it seems.
Classy.
He is beefing here though. Classy's up on the pipe. This is.
And Colling is peeling. Once again, the peeling from these soldiers is fantastic. They're doing a really good job, but unfortunately, both of them are going to get cleaned up here. And the Uber gets popped as well. And it's a disaster. Yeah, this is bad. They need to escape mid immediately.
They need Nation to hit like some miracle shot hero into Khalid, and I don't think it's going to happen. I've said that. He does get to George. He just takes what he can get.
Yeah, it does finally get cleaned up and lower there by Af, who manages to run him down, and they are going to be capping up this midpoint now. Times 4 on that capture. Nation Classy bombing in as well. A little bit pointless here. I feel like he's just going to die pretty much immediately. He does get cleaned up there by Af, and that is just going to be another pick now. This cements the fact that they are going to take second point and potentially could roll it on with a small Uber add in towards last. But we'll see if this trap from Lucas Tank can clean anyone up. Mac goes down. Unfortunately, that's going to halt all the aggression as Colling also pressuring this medic now. Does get cleaned up by Af again. Af doing a super good job this game.
Yeah, Af's a beast. He and Opti both like top of the scoreboard for their teams. I'm surprised they didn't try and do like anything further though with the Mac pick. I guess Colling does die, but I thought they might have tried to just pressurize the team a little bit more. Nation back on sniper, Tech's back on heavy. No, actually, I don't think we've still not seen a single off class for 5 guys yet.
Maybe they just
outside the blast ults. Like Crayon is a good sniper. He loves his spy plays as well. Af actually feeds. Af could maybe try and do some off class.
Af is a very competent sniper himself as well. I know that much. And Opti, we know him for his sniper gameplay. In fact, I would trust any of these players, including Khalid, to even go spy.
Yeah. Just Khalid went back, give up the Uber. Can you imagine if they were like 4-1 with a couple minutes left, he just goes for it. Nation catches a pipe from Mac, just arched through the door, does go down. Crayon and Classy, that's unfortunate. Classy just left alone.
Oh, Colling as well gets cleaned up there. Huge damage from Colling there to sort of deny, but when you're left with one man and that man is Tex with an uber charge, and you're relying on this man to defend this point here, as they do layer up all of these stickies on the point. Mac is still defending it, but Mac gets 2 shots, and Tex is still on the point, and there you go, it's 3-1. It gets capped out in the end.
You know, still have time, but I don't know. I feel like that wasn't so well played by Five Guys, just poorly played by the Czech team. Like feeding Nation and Lobby, calling Classy, even just like getting caught out in top right instead of being, you know, maybe more passive in the tower. I feel they could have just played it a lot better.
Opti with the quick math theory that Nation has gone sniper 3 times and they've lost 3 times in a row, but I feel like that's not down to Nation in those situations. It looks like they're heading into the next mid. Lucas Tank now going to be picking off towards Mac, but it's going to be Geordie, super aggressive top left. But all alone, not getting supported by his team, but the pincer eventually comes in. Now, Classy going super deep as well, in towards Mac, trying to find that damage there with Texas. Degu did go down, they're just trying to find Khaled in the background, but Khaled, surrounded by his teammates, isn't going to receive any damage, and he is doing a very good job of just cutting out this aggression, but a few frags actually going the side of the Czechs, as Tex now is the only sole survivor, and beefs on Geordie, who's sitting still in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Nation with the rebuttal there, man don't care. Nation aliased as man don't care, saying that man don't care. Shout to JME. Yeah, like, you know, it's funny that, you know, Opti says that you went sniper 3 times, you lost 3 rounds. Like, it must be like, you guys are eating my dust and my shorts. That's a nice Bart Simpson reference. Yeah, he did win them pretty much. Single-handedly won them one of the rounds just with the amount of picks he got. Everyone is just eating so much damage here. Quite classic. He was like super deep underneath. That was like reminiscent of that one time Gink was super aggro underneath there. Mac just bombed straight in on point with the Uber or into spawn. The sort of sticky point Af just stands on it away from all Lucas's stickies and somehow lives.
They get the Uber as well. We've seen a ton of these. Khaled also getting picked off there in the left shutter, but we're now seeing the recollapse here is Crayon going in for a nice shallow bomb towards the point. Oh, he stands on it! And it gets capped out. That's incredible.
I think they just kind of walked away from the point a little bit because of the Crayon bomb, just seen him sink 2 rockets, and then Opti was still on the point, just in the corner. This is definitely looking rough here.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to call out Nation for Sniper, but Classy was actually on Sniper that time around, and they lost again. Yeah. So maybe Sniper really is the curse, but not for the reason you think so. It looks like they are now going to be heading into our next mid, but the crumble is now on for the side of the Czechs, unfortunately, as the bombs come in from the soldiers. They're very coordinated here, and they do find a lot of damage in towards this red side, as Khaled getting super low as well, but doesn't quite get cleaned up there. And the blue team are going to be winning out this mid, but the chase is on in towards second, as they're now bombing forward trying to find Khaled and Geordie, but Geordie getting super low, only just survives on 10 HP. He'll be heading out towards last.
Yeah, and they just don't. This is all gas, no brakes. They do not want to stop here. They're already in on last.
Colling's going super deep.
Colling going super deep. He gets 1 rocket, but does not live long enough to hit a second.
Degu even fired an arrow.
That arrow was actually really close. Oh, Nation does feed though. And at this point, I don't think Classy's on spy, because I was going to say they don't really have time for off classes if they want to try and draw this up.
Yeah, this is what they're doing right now is very reminiscent of speedrun.tf, where you just keep running at them until it works.
Yeah, you just need to have a few more pain trains equipped.
Yeah, and then you'll be good to go. Classy actually in lower, jumps over the head of Opti to get in through lower.
He's looking your eternal reward. Disguise as enemy scout, let's see how to go for him.
Going in behind.
Classy.
Khaled. He's going.
Opti sees him.
Oh, come on, man. That's so annoying.
Opti just caught so much damage, you had to run back, and that's what... That's a nail in the coffin for Classic. Mac actually, they just bomb in without using Uber.
Yeah, and the blue team also use out their Uber. Degu's still on 150 HP, as they did end up losing a bunch of players. They just used the Uber to escape. Colling actually getting caught in lower here, and that's going to be another pick to the side of Five Guys, but they are running in here. Super aggressive, like I said, just putting their balls on the line here. Lucas Tank receiving an arrow and a pack, and just walks back in like, against like 5 players. He just doesn't care. Classy now bombing in as well in towards this point here, just getting a ton of damage towards the point, just padding out his logs, it feels like.
Yeah, I think, like, as I did a quick Google Translate on what Tex said, and he just says that he doesn't care anymore. Nation saying that man don't care, you know, none of them care. I think this is just garbage time, I'm pretty sure now.
Yeah, 3 minutes left on the clock is pretty much it's
He's just
undoable.
walking in underneath on his own. No, not even at full HP, he's just in as Degu is dead.
Yeah, it's no longer doable, unfortunately, for the side of the Czechs, so it is going to be a victory now for the side of Five Guys and Burgers and Fries. We're going to be moving on.
He was literally 1 health, he runs into Opti on mid. Ah, he does lose at 1v1.
Woo!
There's definitely some clowny gameplay now. This is time to get trick stabs and fancy shots for your frag video.
Yeah, this is the time, ladies and gentlemen. This mid is just going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. Absolute chaos is what this mid is going to be.
3 from blue, I predict.
At least a sniper.
Just a heavy.
Man don't care with Kritzkrieg.
Yeah, a nice Putis crits. You know, it definitely can work.
Laser beams.
They just need Degu to live long enough. Oh, Jordy went heavy as well. Well, I don't know if he actually.
It's World of Tanks!
Don't know if they spy checked that and just decided, yeah, let's go heavy as well. But
Oh, Classy's about to have PTSD.
oh no!
Classy gets lawnmowered in sword by the heavy, and it looks like now Lucas Tank also going down. This heavy didn't do a lot. It just sort of sat there.
Right, let's see how this goes. Right, I need to give me the nation cap. Oh, they've actually got a shotgun on Jordy.
Here we go. Here we go. Crowns in behind. They've spotted out the
They have
Putis.
crits.
He's going to turn
crits.
around.
They need to use immediately.
No,
oh my
come
god,
on,
what are they doing? They're looking at 5 people and they don't use the crits. Oh, that's just horrific. That should be illegal using that late.
That was awful.
Deck with taunts on last. Just dies.
Yeah, it's currently 5-1 on the scoreboard, and they do have second capped, and this is possible for them to just push last immediately, which is exactly what he's doing. These scouts are going to be barreling in towards last, going towards calling in lower. The scout aggression is unstoppable. It's going to be a man don't care nation himself out towards the point, doesn't find anything there, and it's going to be a cap, and that's going to be a GG for the side of Five Guys, Burgers, and Fries. Going to be moving on in the playoffs of ETF2L's Season 36 Division 1, so commiserations for the Czechs as they are now down and out and have been eliminated from the tournament. Okay, shout outs to Kritzcast. We've got grand finals on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, for, is it Div 1 again? Yeah, Div 1 grand finals coming up next Wednesday, so feel free to tune in then. I'm pretty sure there's some other actions going on. Feel free to pick up some merch as well. Kritzcast, I can't remember what it is, but there'll be a merch thing in the chat probably somewhere at some point that you can pick up there. There you go, it's on the screen now. kritzcast.com/merch. Really helps everyone out and get some talent actually paid where other people don't do that in Team Fortress 2 because there's no money in it, which is great. So yeah, go check that out. Kermit, any shouts from you?
I'll give a quick shout to SMP Gaming, and that's about it.
And shout out to you, the viewers, for watching this evening's game, and we will catch you in our next cast.
Hi, old beaver! Away!